bouncy speech. What do we think? We got 2 laughs, a few pointers. What do you guys think?
I actually really liked when you insulted all the other
Majors?
stuff.
Yeah. Was that the building of gadgets which will manage us? As engineers, we're unmanageable. Let me tell you right now. You can't manage us.
I was not a fan. It's an RQ double degree.
Yes, but you won't be her audience.
And that's a good point. So keep in mind, our audience is business majors only.
I know, but why be divisive? No.
It's not divisive if they're all business students.
The thing is, they'll find it funny. It would be like me saying, as an engineer major, if I was giving an icon speech, I'd make fun of business people because we do it all the time. I know you guys work hard. Who does business here? Who am I insulting right now? Okay, good. So we know you work hard, but if you know any engineers, most of them are really geeky. They're very unsociable. So if I give my commencement speech, I'm going to make fun of all the engineers first off, because then I can make fun of other majors, and it's okay. All right, you're not deliberate. I'm not going out there and saying I'm better than business majors. That's not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is relax the audience. It's our graduation day. We're ready to get the hell off this campus and go make some money and start our lives. And we want to have a few laughs. Okay, that's a good point. Obviously, if you're giving the main commencement speech, you wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's like, I want to see you after this meeting. So, what do we got? Let's give some critiques. Start with you.
I have 2 things. First of all, good use of alumnus. I hate when people say an alumni, or if they just say alum and totally like chicken out the whole thing. And like, I don't know, that made me happy personally. But you held the card with one hand, and then the other hand did this the whole time. And it was a little distracting because, first of all, you only had movement on one side of you, which was weird, and then it kept doing this the whole time. And I would have rather like not seen your hand. Or if I had to, both of them doing various things.
Good.
Yeah, I was gonna make a slight comment about the card as well.
Go ahead.
I don't know what the difference between you can hold a card and she said the movement of the hand threw me off a little bit. Did you try putting the card down on the podium? Or is it hard to like switching them? I guess I was thinking about it.
I guess I could have done that too. I guess the debate really is between like having hand gestures or like sticking to.
I guess if you're comfortable speaking with hand gestures, you might be more comfortable doing it with both hands.
Right.
Then putting the cards down, but if everyone has their own style. Some people are great with just using one hand. Then I guess it's just a matter of what you're comfortable with.
Other opinions on the card before we move on?
Also, the hand gesture, you're too soft with the hand gesture. So it's like, it was that moment where you like, we're walking in the streets of Israel. And I was like, I mean, it would probably be a little bit more impactful if you were going to like, kind of put a little bit more power behind that. Like, so we're walking on the street in Israel, and my dad said this, and I was going to go to college. Something like that.
I like that. I think personally, and if anyone disagrees with me, please let's have a good discussion for her so she can practice this until Monday's presentation. I like the idea of having it in front of me, looking down, and then speaking, as opposed to having it here.
Looking to the side.
Looking at the audience. Because if you look at all powerful speakers, and again, presidents are good, people to look after. Bill Clinton was very good. What do? They look down, and then they use both hands to speak. And if they really want to drive home the point, they can use both hands. Okay, Bush used to do this. He used to do that. And he was funny. I actually enjoyed watching his speeches as much as everyone made fun of him. It was fun to watch. But he did this a lot. You don't want to do this whole speech. You don't want to lean on this board because it doesn't. It looks like I'm having a conversation. That's not what you're doing. You're speaking to the audience. So a woman, stand up straight again, good posture, powerful, look down, and kind of keep that pace too. Learn to pace your speech as you're doing that. Okay, it helps us follow a lot better. Because if, let's say I start off and go, today's speech is going to be about la 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 la. You see what I mean? If it's more or less something along the nature of, today I was walking down the street. I noticed there was a few signs that I didn't understand. As I started reading these signs, I quickly noticed that they were traffic signals. What I didn't notice is people following these traffic signals. See what I'm doing there? It's a constant pace throughout the speech. Looks comfortable and practiced, and that's very important because you want them to feel as if this is a completely organized speech. Anyone disagree with me or agree or?
You can even incorporate in your pauses. Throw a pause in here and there. You look down.
Exactly. maybe that's a good.
If you set points where you know you want to use a pause, and you can incorporate that as well.
Correct. And if you're really brave, you can memorize the whole speech. Problem with that is, if you try to memorize a speech that's extremely long, could you imagine a president getting a State of the Union trying to memorize an hour speech?
This is 4 minutes though.
This is 4 minutes.
Yeah.
It is manageable, but you will forget things. I'll tell you right now, I don't care how much you practice, if there's things you want to put in the speech, it's okay to have it in front of you. They'll understand. Okay?
Maybe it'd be better to print it out in like a piece of paper and then like rather than have the cards, because then I can have it like maybe 2 pages and just flip once rather than
Right, and
so many times.
for me, I wouldn't have an essay style, because what would happen is when I look down, I get lost. And the first time I get lost, you get nervous, because you don't want to repeat something you already said, and you definitely don't want to move on to 2 sentences after where you left off. What I would do is I would set bullets. I would have a bullet, a sentence, and I would know in my mind I'm going to finish that bullet, and I'm going to look down and go into the next one, and I would number them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whatever works for you, because what works for me could be really different what works for you. Okay? For a commencement speech, essentially, don't do an essay. You'll get lost. Okay? Unless it works for you. Okay? And for having a page, I think that's appropriate, because you can fit more on a page than you can on 3x5 note cards, because you don't want to be late. Keep switching throughout the speech. Okay? You want it to be nice and smooth, and they should never hear it. It should almost be so smooth that they didn't even know you switched a page. So perhaps even having it double-sided, so you can flip it. Problem with flipping though is they see the flip and it can be distracting. But I know I'm being nitpicking here, but you're going up against people for a very popular speech, and something as small as that can cost you a speech. So I think we're good on that aspect. What are some other things we noticed?
Good voice, good research with Crystal City. That was astounding.
That was good. Research was good. And the pace, I liked the pace. They had a very soft-spoken voice. It seemed happy. It did not seem nervous. Yeah.
Right, I really like the content of the speech was very good. I would suggest more power, though. I didn't realize it was a competition going against people for the commencement speech.
Yeah.
That was like a project or something. But since it's going to be a commencement speech, I would put more power, more life, more personality, because the people you're going up against, I'm assuming it's men and women, but they're going to be either have their direct points or give a show type, anything that's different, that's out of the box that they want to be chosen. So your storyline is good, talking about Israel and the jokes about different majors, but you just have to like show it out, like have people remember your speech. So you don't want to be up there, oh yeah, she was nice, it was good speech, she was soft-spoken a little bit. You want them to remember you, so you want to be loud. Some points you want to be soft. You want to like smile too. So practice those kinds of things.
I
And
agree.
if you want help, like I can help you, because when you were up there, I was like, oh, I was saying like this, or I could.
Yeah, that's a great option.
Yeah, and if we think of things, maybe leaving your email behind before you can shoot you a few emails. Because for some of us out there, maybe we want to do this in the future as well, so you could practice to think about it. And also, it's always good practice because there will be speeches that are similar as far as professionalism in your future. So, very good points though. And because you're going against men, people have this opinion that men can be powerful, but there's some pretty powerful women out there. I'm still afraid of Condoleezza Rice. I love hearing her speak. She is a powerful woman. Okay. Plus, I'm Republican, so having her is just like, yeah. Democrats have Hillary Clinton, but I don't know. Condoleezza Rice, I think she could take Hillary Clinton. We'll never know, but they're women of power. Watch how she speaks. Watch some of her videos on YouTube, because she can rally a crowd, and they're motivational speakers. And I think what Camille's getting at is exactly that. You want to stand out. Okay, you want them to be like, man, that was a good speech. Wow. And the whole time they're just thinking about you. You know, the whole time they're watching everyone else, they're going, wow. So,
Because it's more so the performance aspect of it. You want to sell it, you want to sell the speech, because your content is very good. I really enjoy listening to the speech. It's just how you deliver it. So.
anything else? I know we're running low on time, so.
Just the final thing is your reference to people of Sephardic origin you want to be sure that your audience is going to get that. I'm not sure how much of the business school would understand what that
Yeah.
means.
In St.
Food for
Crystal,
thought.
in Crystal City, Virginia.
Okay.
Good point. Yeah, I didn't actually know where it was. I've heard of that before.
It's very nice.
There's normally people like me in the audience. So, anything else? Very good. I think that was a great
I have
speech.
one more thing to add. I thought the conclusion was relatively weaker than the beginning. So like overall it's very good, but then you said unstoppable starts here, but then I don't think I feel the power from
Right,
this.
yeah.
Like the overall, like you need to seal the deal when you conclude, but then I kind of don't feel it.
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. For a commencement speech, the ending needs to be the most powerful part of the speech. We want to get people rallied. And this is a terrible example. I'm not judging. Wasn't Reese Witherspoon giving a commencement speech in the movie?
Yeah,
Legally
Legally
Blonde.
Blonde.
Okay. Alright, now look, I don't usually watch chick flicks, okay? I don't know what I was doing that day. But I remember everyone clapped at the end. So maybe even something as corny as watching that to get an idea of how she ended her speech. And again, it's a movie, so it could be completely made up. But watch the endings, watch the introductions, and that's a good observation.
Yeah, I think even unstoppable starts here. That's a good ending statement, but I need to also work on my tone. But even just changing your tone and raising your voice and raising your hand or going like this,
Yeah.
it's
This is
gonna
a
make.
war, Johnny.
But I think unstoppable start here is a great way to end your speech as long as you deliver it right with a nice raise of voice and just be loud. And 'cause people are gonna start clapping and want to hear like that
Exactly.
last few words in the
With that
crowd.
adrenaline rush, you'll get that on that stage. People start clapping like, yeah, you'll just, I don't know how to explain it. I had it once and it was amazing. It's like a high. So, anyway, one more time, very good.